Hello and welcome! In this video, we will discover how to attract a girl without saying a word. Being able to successfully attract women can be a challenge for some men. Usually it isn't that they aren't capable of attracting girlfriends, it's just that they are going about it the wrong way. Some men need to learn how to attract women admirers. This can take some careful thought for men who speak without thinking about the consequences. You already know that body language plays a big part in attracting women, but we often forget as to how we can leverage body language to attract women or our crush towards us. Correct use of body language can definitely make a lot of difference in your life. That's because before you approach a woman and start a conversation with her, she has already studied your body language and partly made up her mind about you. So you see, your approach can go either way. Playing it cool works for guys who have lots of confidence, but it might be difficult for a guy who is shy and reserved. Politeness goes a long way with the ladies. Even a guy who isn't much of a talker can ooze politeness. Respecting a person's private space is important. Very few women are comfortable with a strange man barging right up and standing close to them. Attracting girls without saying a word all boils down to the art of seduction. You can communicate with a girl without saying one word to her by using your body language, making deep eye contact, and by flashing that million-dollar smile. It's difficult to predict how the opposite sex will respond to your flirtatious advances, but using these techniques on the right person at the right time will attract the girls you want. Let's see some hacks you can use to make your body language a lot more attractive towards women. But just before, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to download your free book to successfully seduce any girl by clicking on the link in the description below. Use eye contact. Get her attention by making eye contact with her. Once you get that connection, gaze deeply into her eyes. Don't stare for long periods of time. Doing that may give her the creeps. Catch her gaze, stare deeply into her eyes, then quickly shift your focus to her lips, and then back to her eyes. Don't look at her body. That could be a turnoff. The most important part of attracting women without talking is making quality eye contact with women. When you find yourself making eye contact with a woman, hold her gaze and give her a warm smile. Holding eye contact shows women confidence. Smiling shows her that you're a warm, friendly guy. Now, maintaining that warm, confident eye contact with women can be difficult if you're nervous. To ease that anxiety, there are two things you can do. First, when making eye contact with a woman, breathe deeply into your belly, as this will help you relax. Second, make your eye contact with women warm and inviting by smiling with your eyes. You know that feeling you get in your eyes after you laugh really hard? When your gaze is warm, relaxed, and open, that is the feeling you want when looking to attract women with eye contact. At first, getting her to notice you may take a while, especially if you've been the shy guy who avoids any kind of attention. But whenever you get a window of opportunity, lock eyes with her just for a second. Stare at her for too long and she'll think you're creepy. Exchange a brief glance for a second now and then. It'll make her wonder if you've got something on your mind. But don't ever overdo it, not at least for the first week or so. Smile. When it comes to how to attract women without talking, the smile is the most important factor. Give her a warm, friendly smile. This will certainly catch a girl's eye and let her know you are interested in getting to know her. Everyone looks so much better when they smile. A smile makes you seem easily approachable and nice. People will be more inclined to talk to you and chat if you are wearing a smile. An expressionless face will naturally look mean even if you do not intend to look mean. Your smile shows an attitude of kindness or friendliness. Actions speak louder than words, and a smile says, "I like you. You make me happy," "I am glad to see you." An authentic smile does the same. Even if you are sitting alone or you do not feel like smiling, just force yourself to smile, and the feeling will come. A smile is worth more than 1,000 words and 1,000 cheesy pickup lines. A smile makes you seem non-threatening, warm and friendly, all things that women find appealing. If you are the one to smile first, it also conveys confidence, another trait that women want in their male counterparts. Attract women with your appearance. If you want to get women to notice you, take time to dress well. Dress the part and practice good hygiene habits. Girls are attracted to guys who take good care of themselves. When you go out, make sure your clothes are wrinkle-free and you are freshly shaved, smelling, and looking good. Your first impression is a lasting impression. Attracting women with your appearance doesn't require expensive clothing. All you really need is to show women you're a guy who has his life together. Leave the sweatpants and flip-flops at home and attract women by going out in clean, wrinkle-free clothes that fit well. A pair of sharp-looking shoes, trimmed fingernails, and well-managed hair will go a long way in getting women to notice you in a positive way. Show your best self, because if you don't think women watch, well, then you're wrong. Though they may not be directly staring at you, they watch you. So when you want to attract a woman, show the room your best side. Because trust me, they notice. Dress well. Dress smart. When you dress like $1,000,000 in clothes that fit you and look great on you while accentuating your assets at the same time, you're bound to get the attention you want. Don't be afraid to look unique or different, just as long as what you wear looks good on you. But don't dress up just to get attention. There's a thin line between looking good and looking for attention. It's a good start to let the girl you like know that you're a guy who can groom himself and take care of himself. The outward appearance of a guy can either cause a woman to run or wait and see what will happen next. Even genuinely nice guys can be dismissed by women when they look like they just rolled out of bed and put on clothes that were piled on the floor. While the messy look might work in the hair department for some guys, this definitely doesn't go over so well when it involves clothes. Clean hair and clothes on a guy are less likely to cause a woman to turn the other way. Always face her. You want to show that you're interested in her, so your face should face her always. Always. We aren't asking you to stare, but you shouldn't seem uninterested, and looking away will make you look so. Obviously, when you're talking to her, you have to face her, but don't turn around once you're done talking. Just generally turn towards her direction so she is subconsciously aware of your presence and your interest. Hold a strong posture. Women are naturally attracted to strong, confident men. Since inherently women look at men as protectors and usually gauge their exterior and the way they contain themselves. Always hold your posture and stand straight. Don't slouch or hunch and seem too relaxed. This gives off a sense of defeat and anxiety to the woman, like you've given up. Stand tall and look confident. Eyebrows are a giveaway. Many of you didn't know this, but your eyebrows play a big part in how women perceive your body language. If you raise them too high while in a conversation with her, you might seem rude. If they're raised too low, you might seem annoyed. If you don't raise them at all, you'll obviously seem bored with that stoic expression on your face. Make sure to know how to emote through your eyebrows. Just raise them enough so she knows you're genuinely interested in what she's saying. Lips are sexual. There might be an undeniable sexual chemistry between the two of you, and if you really want to establish that, you should touch your lips often when you're talking to her. Lips are the first sexual connection you'll have with a woman. When you touch or lick your lips subtly, she instantly gets drawn to them. So if you want her to kiss you, be discreet about touching your lips and don't do it too often. That's just creepy. Your shoulders talk too. If your shoulders are slumped, you mostly look bored, uninterested, nervous, and scared. None of that is attractive for a woman. In fact, it's far off from attractive. Push back your shoulders, and you will instantly look really confident. Maybe raise your shoulders a couple of times. That's an indication of how sweet and sensitive you can be. She notices you as you fix yourself. If you're adjusting your hair or clothes around her, she'll naturally know you're interested in her since you're taking the trouble to groom yourself right in front of her. Obviously, it makes her realize that you're interested in her. It also shows her that you care about your appearance and you like taking care of yourself. So, if you get a chance to fix yourself in front of her, do it. Maybe fix your tie, or your hair, or even your shirt. Don't do it often, though. Once is enough, but make sure she's looking. Studying body language is a completely different science altogether, and it's fairly noticeable if you really pay attention. Body language also makes auto-suggestions in one's mind and stays in the subconscious. That's when one decides whether or not a person is worth the attention. It's a subtle art, but it's very important. And once you have all the gestures down, you have your chance to attract the girl you've been crushing on. Now you know what you need to do in order to attract the woman you're presently crushing on. So, don't wait up. Make the first move silently via your body language. An opening topic can be difficult to think up on the fly. It's best to have a few different ways to be able to strike up a conversation with a woman. There are some guys who can pull off an opening statement that is both witty and intriguing when they meet a woman, but for most guys, it takes a lot of practice. Having a string of one-liners can come off as being cheesy. It's best to have a way of talking to a woman that will engage her in conversation instead of causing her to roll her eyes in disgust. Men who feel good about themselves often attract women who appreciate this positive self-esteem. Having a lot of confidence causes a person to walk taller, speak clearer, and be more optimistic. When these qualities are present, the guys possessing them tend to be exceptionally appealing to women. Some men are able to fake this confidence from time to time and eventually end up gaining it for real. Knowing how to attract women admirers isn't an ability that all men are born with. Learning from friends who have lots of success with the opposite sex can be helpful in sharing additional methods that work for them. Attracting girlfriends can take some time to perfect. Following some of the helpful hints described above might be all that is needed. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You are also free to receive the new book, 9 Keys to Seduce Any Girl, by clicking on the link in the description below.